So apparently Valve forced Activision to tell the truth. So for those who don't know, right? Activision finally admitted that they're using AI in their games. I would assume this is what it is, right? If I'm taking a guess, right? So on the Steam page, they updated it so that you have to clarify that you use AI in your game, which Activision does, right? Activision does actually use AI in their game. And it's just kind of like, well, you know, to be honest, the whole entire, almost the entire game industry is using AI now these days, except some of them hide it better than others. Activision is just lazy of hiding it, okay? They're really fucking lazy, while others hide it really good, but they only use it as like early concept and like stuff like that, you know, compared to Activision. You know, they just kind of like shit out AI and then like just kind of like, you know, well, as of recently, they just kind of like shit it out and just posted it. But you know,
this is like grim and depressing stuff, but honestly, for the scope of this video, man, this is fun. I can't wait. This is a banger, so let's go. Steam's policy just forced Activision to
Oh yeah, hold on. How's the audio, Chaz? Is the audio good? Let me turn it up just a smidge, just in case. I turned it up just a little bit, just in case.
AI in Call of Duty. That hard confirms what, well, we've all seen with our eyeballs.
Well, bro, you can even like look. There's a few things that you can tell, right? The left hand of the not even the hand in front of here, right? Not even this hand in general here. This hand over here. The bows give it away too as well. This shit makes no sense whatsoever, you know? Like, this is the one thing that's like kind of like the focal focus, but I'm like, you can tell from over here specifically. Plus, this piece of hair over here makes no sense whatsoever. This hair right here. This makes no sense. Because this looks like it's a piece of this, right? But like it's also a mixture of his beard. So this makes no sense. This right here. This little thing right here. This makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah. The problem is there's a lot of mistakes on this godforsaken, you know,
but
on this thing.
Confirms leaks, including leaks of internal documents that we actually covered a little while ago. But then we zoomed in the story, and when we did, it got worse. And this has got to be seen to be believed. It's not the title we've run with for today's video, I think anyway, but they've literally found a way to profit from your debt.
Still a little quiet? Got it. Thank you for letting me know. Let me see. How about now?
Yeah, hilarious. Now, COD has always
been fine?
A massive money-making machine. Now it looks desperate. Even though it's literally not desperate, it's successful. No, this is not desperation. This is them pushing and pushing. And most egregiously, there is a new system designed to profit from your death in the game.
Hopefully that's better.
It's all made worse, of course, by AI cheapening what we even see in the game, including our rewards. And that means that it doesn't feel like the fruits of their truly absurd, overpriced, complex monetization system. I mean, even just before recording, there was a thing that we thought conferred certain benefits, right? For like buying it for the season. Then we found out it's actually a like stacking thing as you buy it across seasons. This is insane. I'm going to go mad. But don't worry, we'll go mad for you. And the upshot is something that costs $70 with a budget of well over 600 million. I mean, COD Blops Cow. Yep, that one costs $700 million. Something with that budget, and this price tag has never felt so cheap. Let's go. Now, something you don't know about me is that I enjoy building things like this app front end, and that's why today's sponsor, boot.dev, is so relevant.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh my god, that's crazy. Anyways.
More for free, and when you do buy
free, yeah, that's crazy. Anyways,
Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was the best-selling game of 2024. Per Microsoft, it delivered the franchise's biggest launch ever. It had record day one players. It had substantial Game Pass growth, but also on Steam and PlayStation, unit sales were up 60% year over year. And I'm not embarrassed to say that I was one of those sales, and I didn't buy the previous game. I'm part of why those sales were up 60%, and that's because Actually, it's a bloody good game. Seriously, the campaign's one of the best ones in years. I had a lot of fun in the multiplayer.
I heard that the campaign wasn't super great for Black Ops 6. I haven't played the campaign yet, but I'll probably play the campaign when we have some time. I just wanted to play the multiplayer first, and yeah, it's just kind of like meh.
Multiplayer, but if I go anywhere near it now, it's all garish brands and insanity that just kind of makes me go, ugh. What it is more, though, is a testbed. A testbed that fully justifies the renewed wave of calls for core multiplayer to become a free-to-play experience matching Warzone. Because when you play it, a full $70 game, it feels honestly worse than many free-to-plays. And nothing makes it feel cheaper than this new tactic. Their new tactic is designed to funnel you from death to store, but before that, you need to learn about a patent. Because this patent at the time raised eyebrows. It's horrible, and
I think I know which patent it is.
Yeah, makes me think about the future of this game. So here's what the patent does in their own words. Quote, match a more expert/marquee player with a junior player to encourage the junior player to make game-related purchases of items possessed/used by the marquee player.
Yep, apparently this was a patent or so that they had for this game.
The idea here is really simple. It's that matchmaking would pair players with no cosmetics against players with loads of cosmetics to entice purchases. Of course, if you know anything about matchmaking, that's not going to be good for game quality. Now, I must be clear.
Sorry, Activision, that doesn't work for me, okay? All right, you're not gonna get me to spend money or so just because someone else has a weird, wacky skin.
There is no evidence that this has been implemented, right? No evidence. But it is something they've thought of. It's perhaps in the back pocket. And with that in mind, let's talk about the new change. Whenever someone kills you in Call of Duty, of course, you get a Killcam. The Killcam now displays a prompt to wishlist the cosmetic blueprint of the weapon that just ended your life.
That's wow, dude. Is that what's been implemented in Call of Duty now? Oh my god, dude. Goodness gracious me.
It is a direct pipeline to the in-game store, and it's one that exists in a world where they've already designed a matchmaking system that, if implemented, would complement a feature like this perfectly, right?
Damn. Wow.
You may remember the copy loadout feature from the Modern Warfare 2019 beta. Yeah, you could copy someone's loadout. That's just their loadout. That was a gameplay-oriented feature that was removed before the actual launch of that game. This, though, is worse. This is wishlisting paid-for premium blueprints. Now, those are cosmetic, but they've also got a pre-built attachment setup, which in many, many cases can circumvent hours upon hours of grinding. I have one real clear example of that. It was the Akimbo Diamatis at a point in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. They were absurdly overpowered, and funnily enough, when a build of them that was very overpowered, that took hours upon hours upon hours of grinding to earn, existed, they published a cosmetic blueprint that basically had the OP build. So you could just buy the OP build right now, immediately, and use it. That does not feel good. And there's a funny thing. The prompt only appears on the Killcam. The Killcam is the very thing someone will watch if they want to improve and, you know, kill the guy instead of, well, now being sat watching the Killcam of the guy killing them. Now what it does is say, you can buy the thing they killed you with. The implication is perhaps you can then kill that person and other people with that thing that you can buy next time. That feels bad. But it's just one part of what we're going to cover today.
That's
I told
one?
you this would be a fun video. It is. So yeah, it's turtle time. Few examples are worse than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover because it demands approximately $90 plus event pass progression to unlock all the awards. So,
holy shit, $90 fucking dollars? You're gonna spend $90 on this? Damn, dude. Call of Duty people are just like, are a breed of people who just love to waste money. Straight up. Honestly, Call of Duty people are just a breed of people who just want to spend money for no goddamn apparent reason, dude. That's crazy. And you know, the funny thing about it too as well, it doesn't even transfer over to the next Call of Duty game for the multiplayer thing. It just doesn't transfer over whatsoever. I don't know, man. That's crazy, man. Shit, you guys like to spend this much money or so on cosmetics? Bro, I don't spend that much money on cosmetics, at least. You know, it's like over accumulated time, but I don't spend it all on like an event like this, you know? Like a collab or something like that.
Each turtle costs $20 and comes with a custom melee variant, additional cosmetics, and a color-matched weapon blueprint. So, $90, a lot of money. But, of course, we do live in a brand invasion, and that means that we can compare the turtles' outings in other games. As an example, in Fortnite, all 4 turtles plus their weapons is $32. There you go, Tim Sweeney, man of the people.
Wow.
Injustice 2 has a $20 pack that adds all the turtles plus 2 more characters. Now, Street Fighter 6...
That's like super cheap too as well. Anyways, let's continue, shall we?
As Edge Call of Duty out just a little bit at $100 for all of its turtleness, but that's only because they charge for individual sticker sets, which I've got to imagine a lot of people don't buy. But guess what, everyone, the squeeze is actually worse. Crossovers have now got their own separate passes layered on top of the regular battle pass. It's a trend that started with the January Squid Game crossover. Now, the game's event pass will offer 2
Shut the fuck up, Paimon.
skins for free. But if you
Facts. You're not wrong there.
You'll need to complete the entire pass and pay an additional $10.
What?
Big happy smiles. But that's not all. No, it's not all. There's the Black Cell Premium subscription that adds a cumulative layer to all of this. Yes, cumulative. It incentivizes you.
Wait, 10% players EXP and weapon EXP loyalty boost for repurchasing the Black Cell. Loyalty bonus boost is stackable up to 50% for Black Ops 6 seasons only. Wow, that's actually pretty retarded. Holy cow, there's no way. Man, dude, that's crazy. That's actually straight up pay to win, man. Pay to progress, bro. Pay to progress.
To do the premium upgrade every season with cumulative rewards, and when you've got that, well, you get a 10% XP boost. That XP boost, of course, covers every pass through to the end of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and that does include your event passes, which you'll want to progress so you get your turtle stuff.
Are you serious?
And to make this worse, it's a yearly model. Now, last year's Modern Warfare 3 had skins that did not transfer over to Black Ops 6. I actually didn't know that. They only transferred through to Warzone. I mean, hey, at least your Fortnite skins will stick around for years. Now, what makes it worse is how this came as a surprise, and it's why it was a surprise to me. Modern Warfare 2 marketed itself in skins carrying over to Modern Warfare 3, and it very much seemed that that was like their overall grand plan. Because, hey, they wanted to sell cosmetics. If they're doing that, they should really make sure that from COD game to COD game, not just Warzone, you can keep your cosmetics. Well, that expectation did not hold from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops 6, and that means that right now people will be buying these skins without knowing if the next premium game will even support them, which feels bad. But there's one expectation.
Bro, they never, like, the only game that transferred over from multiplayer to multiplayer was what? From Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3? That's the only one. Because the reason why they did it, because Modern Warfare 2 was so ass, was so butt cheeks, you know, it was a butt cheeks that game, because I still watch content creators who like play Call of Duty still, which I'm like, damn, dude, I give you props for still playing Call of Duty, to be honest. But like, man, dude, skins never transferred over, so
that is being met. It's not a good one. It's that they will leverage AI to cut costs. Not exactly to leverage new technology to be more efficient. Oh, good things. Oh, no. No, just cheap slop. That's what we're getting.
Wait, that's AI? Hold on, let me see.
Oh, good things. Oh, no. No, just...
I guess so, yeah. I guess you could say Raphael looks kind of weird in this photo, to be honest. Master Splinter looks like Master Splinter looks a little bit weird, to be honest. At least like this part right here. Looks a little bit funky right here. And like his arm kind of basically disappears over here as well. So I wouldn't be surprised. And then his arm literally disintegrates inside of his arm, of his own arm. So yeah, it looks a little bit weird, you know. It looks a little bit odd, you know. Huh? Interesting.
Cheap slot. That's what we're getting. You know, as a short-term capitalist, as I'm sure you guys are as well, I'm absolutely
welcome.
thrilled that all of this revenue
What'd you do by any
is
chance?
being matched by cost cutting. You know, I thought that long-term shareholder value was the goal. This shit doesn't seem like long-term shareholder value to me. But anyway, this is where Mr. Newell comes in. Thank you, Steam. Steam now has got disclosure requirements for AI, and that means that Black Ops 6 now admits this. Our team uses generative AI tools to help develop some in-game assets.
Minecraft, the mind of the crafting.
Duh, of course. Now, we've seen the terrible loading screens, the miserably composed art, even whole events that just look like they were shot out of Mid-Journey, but actually somehow worse. Reports also indicate that Activision is mandating this stuff for artists and that they've broken pledges that they made to their team over how far they would go with AI stuff. Now, beyond the visuals, there's also voices. I use mine. I can't wait to, I don't know, clone my own voice and, I don't know, put myself out of work, I guess. Then I can have no purpose. Wouldn't that be great? Okay,
hey,
so
Meister.
Activision has confirmed that they are replacing beloved voice actors because, well, they
Oh yeah, I
refuse
heard
to
about
sign
this
the
too
Screen
as well.
Actors Guild
Yep.
protections against AI exploitation. A funny little shot into this, more of a seasoning. Did you know that Bobby Kotick is in fact a union man? He is himself a member of the Screen Actors Guild because he did have a small role in the film Moneyball. So there.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Well, that's crazy. Get some good rest. Get some good rest. Thank you for the raid as always. Very much appreciated. So you take care. You be safe. You be safe. Man, that's crazy. I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know he was. Wow. Okay.
There you go. I suppose with Bobby being a member of the guild, it's kind of funny that now the company he ran is not really playing nice with the guild. Anyway, these are corners being cut, saving tiny little amounts of money while delivering a worse product, like our six-fingered Santa and all the stupid bullshit. Now, it seems insane, but I actually do think I know what their strategy is. This is not about shaving costs now. This is about systemically reducing costs and re-architecting development for long into the future, right? Call of Duty is guaranteed to turn a profit. That will never really be in doubt unless something really spicy happens. But what is now becoming clear is that your $70 game might get you a good COD game at launch, providing Activision give their teams enough time. And you know what, with Black Ops 6, I'm happy that I bought that game. I'm happy that I played it. I had a bloody great time. That campaign absolutely slapped. But everything after that launch will just be a case of what Activision thinks they can get away with. And the hard truth is that thus far, customers have proved their strategy right, and they are seeing more and more success.
Yep.
The grandest point of the video is this. Activision's big advantage is they know that no matter how angry people become, they'll have a fresh start every 12 months. I skipped Modern Warfare 3 because it seemed like an absolutely shameless, shat out in no time thing, and the campaign certainly did seem to be that. Black Ops 6 didn't look like that. I bought it, I played it, I had a great time. And does that mean I'm part of the problem? Technically, yes.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'm not going to buy bullshit later on. But in a way, that is the point. If the multiplayer is not performing to player expectations, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, or Sledgehammer will soon get another attempt. Black Ops 6 has actually seen some of the fastest drop-offs in Steam player counts for the franchise. That doesn't necessarily spell doom. Maybe it just means they had a very successful launch spike. Maybe it just means the remaining players will be squeezed harder. But no matter what, there'll be another Black Ops soon. There'll be another Modern Warfare soon.
Yep.
And that will be another chance.
Yep.
So yeah, if the Modern Warfare 3 campaign disappointed, that's fine. People loved Blop 6 for the story. All is forgiven. At least that's the thing they count on. Each new release is a massive infusion of new players who can be targeted with fresh marketing. That means lots of new revenue, and Activision trying new experiments, like with the Killcam wish lists and the expensive licensed skins. And when these experiments work, they then become permanent game features in the monetization model.
Black Ops 7 will fix everything. Yeah, totally.
The game. They can build a battle pass, layer Black Cell on top, and then they can incentivize adoption by making repeat purchases the most efficient progression path. Just look at what they've done with Black Cell, and as much as that makes people angry, whenever there's a new COD season, you will reliably see Black Cell climbing way up the Steam sales chart, because the Steam sales chart is by gross revenue, and a lot of motherfuckers buy it.
Yep.
Every year, Activision knows they'll lose players because of apathy and frustration with the live service model, but unlike other games that then have got to fight to win disenchanted people back in the same game, Activision gets to say, hey, last time we put Ronald Reagan in the marketing, this time there's Saddam, there's Maggie Thatcher, there's cool new things if, I don't know, you can live out your neocon fantasies. And I don't know, then I go and buy Blop 6, Lamau. But that's kind of the point, right? They got a fresh wash of everything. And the sad fact is that per the numbers, it will work. It does work. What happened to X-Defiant? What's happened to anything else that has tried to pull off a Call of Duty and fight Call of Duty on its own?
The problem is with X-Defiant, it released with so little content. It's like, it was like, come on, dude. They had like 1 year or so to make all this content, but they were just kind of like horsing around basically, and they really didn't get a lot of shit done. Because they say they were trying to fix the netcode, right? For the game itself, quotation marks, right? But like, even when the game was released, the netcode was still shit. So it was just kind of like, okay, so what the fuck did you do, you know? In that time span from the first closed beta to like this, what is it? To like the release of the game, basically. You know what could fix COD? The clutch claw? Damn, you might be right, actually, to be honest. They should add it. They should bring out back exosuits, you know? But yeah, no, overall serious, it's just like, the problem is with like X-Defiant, it's like, it just released like so little content. Like there was no new stuff, you know, and like it felt like it was still playing like the beta, but kind of like more kind of worse, kind of like the movement was nerfed. So
grounds, people have popped in for a bit and they've pissed off because yeah, it's not Call of Duty, and that's the problem.
No,
anything trying to be
no, that is literally not the issue of why it failed or so, or why it didn't pop off. It popped off in a time where Modern Warfare 2 was bad or so, that people were playing this game a lot during the beta. It was super popular, but then like we waited and waited and still waited and we still waited, and then the hype died off, and then the new Call of Duty was being announced by Treyarch, you know?
Duty is, I don't know, it's like your own version of Coke.
He doesn't know. I don't think he knows the reason why this game, like X-Defiant, like, you know, went downhill. You know, I know because like I'm in the FPS community genre scene, because I do my own research and I do know why, you know. That's the reason why.
People have Coke. They know what Coke is. Even if the Coca-Cola company pisses them off, they want a nice Coke. Don't worry, I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper. It's probably the Coke company, who knows. Anyway, the point here is, these things are not really going to get better. People have tried to disrupt the shooter space, and audiences haven't really moved over because
they suck at doing it. That's the problem. All the FPS, like all the other FPS people who try to compete with like fucking Call of Duty fucking suck balls at it. Take a look at the Battlefield game that came out a while ago, you know? The most recent one. That shit fucking flopped hard, you know? X-Defiant was good for a while, but then it flopped hard too. The problem was is like there was not enough shit to do in the game, you know? Like it was comparing it to like fucking peas to a fucking 6-star meal, you know? There was just not enough meat to the bones. That's the problem with X-Defiant, you know? Like literally. Like anyone who tries to compete in the FPS scene, they're just not doing it correctly whatsoever. It's crazy.
Nobody really does COD like COD, and people are not willing to try something else properly. And that means that as development teams are cutting corners with generative AI to maximum output at minimal cost, and we're seeing worse and worse shit in our games, well, just keep in mind, these games sell tens of millions of copies. So even though...
Yeah, because they're all addicted to Call of Duty.
Ugh, I don't think I'll buy the next COD. These games sell tens of millions. Who will even remember these frustrations whenever Black Ops 7 launches in 2025? Whenever Frank Woods is back again?
No, it's not even Black Ops that's coming out this year.
You can go and have a little adventure. Or Russell Adler is back, and I can think, wow, Russell Adler, you're so cool.
Am I the only one who doesn't care about Russell Adler or whatever? I really don't care. I did not like the what is it? The Black Ops Cold Wars campaign. Black Ops Cold Wars campaign was duty, bro. That shit was terrible.
It's the sad power of brand, of marketing, right? Or if it's Modern Warfare 4 in 2026. Any anger that's floating around the place, realistically, is just going to be destroyed by Captain Price, because he's Captain Price, and we all have little Captain Price brainworms in us. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? I guess the question is not whether Activision will push further, it's how much will they have to push before people en masse will vote with their wallet. We know Infinite Warfare struggled, we know Ghost struggled, but those struggled because of overall positioning, fantasy, and that sort of thing, not necessarily tactics found within. And thus far, I'm struggling to see cases where the tactics found within for monetization are truly moving the needle in a way that won't to them be anything more than a mere rounding error. I know it sounds a bit grim, but hey, at least we had fun as we sort of traipsed around this horrible nightmare mind maze. In a way, you could say that it's in fact ludonarrative resonance. Treyarch absolutely love to have multi-layered, mind-bending, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly bullshit in their games, and I guess, well, now the monetization finally matches. Fantastic! Have an awesome day. For more entertainment, watch this one next.
That's the problem, right? That's like all the other FPS games that try to compete inside the FPS genre. It's just like they're not doing it correctly. That's the problem. X-Defiant didn't come out with a lot of content. I'm curious about something. You think the people who play 2K sports games every year are part of the people who play COD every year? I wouldn't say all of them, but I would say a good majority of them are. Because these games are like these are like, what's the best reference that I can do? You know, like the big Shonen 3 animes, right? Back then or so, a lot of casual people would watch those 3 big Shonen animes. This is basically what it is. The 2K sports games and the Call of Duty was basically like that or so. Like you play video games, but you play video games at a casual level, and you only play like Call of Duty, or you play or you freaking play fucking 2K13 or whatever, you know, whatever specific one. Laughs with Valorant? Why are you laughing? I don't even play Call of Duty. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. Shut your bitch ass up. Valorant didn't even exist back then. And even then, it's just kind of like, I don't know. Personally, like, I don't know. Nah, I don't even know anymore. I don't even play Call of Duty no more. So, like, I'll play it from like, maybe from time to time. I'll probably play it once after like the new Call of Duty has come out, because you want to know the reason why all of the cheaters and the skill-based matchmaking is not gonna be there anymore for Black Ops 6. So it's gonna be like very fun to play after everyone has moved on to the new Call of Duty. Because people now cheat. They cheat a lot in these Call of Duty games now. Even in the FPS genre scene, they cheat as well. Like, for God's sakes, we literally played Fragpunk for one day in what? I recorded like 2 to 3 hours of gameplay footage. And like, there was already a cheater in in my second game and in my third game, and I managed to win against a cheater in my third game. And I'm just like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. That's it for me. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, dude, it's so annoying, to be honest. These losers who play FPS games to cheat are a bunch of losers, bro. They are straight up dog doo-doo water players, you know? Dude, I played Fragpunk for like 3 hours of recording, like 3 to 2 hours of recording, and there was already cheaters already in the game. On the first day of the game that it came out, there was already cheaters. And I'm like, nah, I'm good, fam. I'm not playing this. I only kept up with COD because my friends would play and they would buy me the COD game. I refused to buy it anymore. Well, if your friends buy it, you know, that's their money at the end of the day. As long as like you're not spending money on it, you know. For me, I didn't spend money on it. I just played it off the Xbox Game Pass, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, but yeah, overall, it's sad. It's sad what Call of Duty has become. But hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is.